Project Empires versus Kringles, huh? Don't mind if I do. Hey guys, AsePlayer here, and welcome back to another Stick for 3 video. I'm peeping on people's replays. You already know me. Time to judge some randos. We got the ice, we got the fire. We'll see what's gonna happen. A sword miner, or that's not a sword rat. That's an Archidon. Project Empire's got the Archidon. Kringles got the sword rat. Got the miner. Got the sword rat. He's doing a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Go back to this. It was all fine. Project Empires is going to start taking pot shots across the map because he fears Kringles. He won't even approach the middle tower to contest the sword rat. Here he goes, contesting, but now he's got to hit his shots and not get outmaneuvered by Kringles, who just plans on moving around and not actually attacking Project Empires, which is the correct thing to do against UC Archidon in this state. And we can see Project Empires is so focused on user control that he can't build units. This would be a good time to build a Spiriton. He did pick up a Sword Wrath, but he's got to watch out because that Glacial Fletching Archidon will wreck him with the Sword Wrath as the assist. That slowdown, not good news. You want to get away if you can. And unfortunately, it's just a case of someone hitting their shots versus not hitting their shots. Kringles is going in for it. That burn damage is burning a hole through that Archidon, though. And Project Empire's mass garrisons, out of pure fear, I don't think any of his miners were at risk. And now he's just giving Kringles a lot of free economic tempo, if you will. He's still shooting across the map, and he's not ungarrisoning. It's not going to accomplish too much there. They're both just shooting across the map because that's all user control promotes. Imagine these guys were hitting their shots. The game would have ended already. But he's trying. He's playing with fire. At this point, I just would stop user controlling. If you just hit one fire arrow, then Kringles is dead. I think Burn's already got you. That was a really, really late projectile barrier. And basically a waste of 150 mana crystal for no gain, which is great news for Project Empires, except he hasn't ungarrisoned yet. He needs to do that, or these advantages don't mean a whole lot. Just so wrapped up in user control that you forget to tend to your economy and all that, and I totally get it. That's why I'm not a big fan of user control, especially in competitive. It takes up a lot of your time and a lot of your effort. But Project Empires was making a Spiriton, and Kringles most definitely wasn't, but he does have the Glacial Arrows, and this tends to wreck Spiritons pretty hard, especially if they're just kind of going in solo. There's just not a whole lot he can do other than dealing constant damage and running away. This exchange against the Shadow Wrath should actually go pretty positively for him, but he's missing all his hits. It's literally at the point where more damage would have been done if you didn't use your control, and sometimes that's what you gotta do. Project Empires has still not ungarrisoned. He has thrown the game at this point in time. 14 population versus 6, there would be so much more gold on Project Empire's side if you were just, like, mining anything. But he's not. Kringles even has the Kichu almost ready to go. That's definitely going to seal the fate on Project Empires, who's now decided that mining is a good idea. Unfortunately, Kringles has decided that user control upgrade is a great idea, and I bet you his next great revelation will be a Kichu. So Project Empires is in a little bit of hot water, being down double the pop. That was a very nice deflect, and then he proceeded to get hit again anyway. Let's see here. Project Empires, I don't know what he's got garrisoned back there. It might be a Spiriton that's still there, healing away. Kringles got the blue balls, but really, it's just Project Empires getting cocked here. At this point, Kringles is probably looking for the Kichu, but he's not looking for the Kichu. He's looking for the projectile barrier. He's going in with his Shadow Wrath and a projectile barrier and just kind of John Wicking the whole thing like a gangster. And then now he's gonna lose his Shadow Wrath. So I don't know what that one was about. But rip the Shadow Wrath. I doubt he'll be making another one. He does have a lot of gold, Kringles, but he's lacking that crystal to get the Q-Chew and all those other Great crystal purchases. Project Empires was still garrisoned for like 10 years. And that's just not good for the economy. Believe me, we tried it out. And at this point, I think we can speed up a little bit. It looks like Kringles is going in for the kill. Nope, he's backing back. He doesn't want to sign up for those castle archers with burn. I don't blame him. Kind of sucks to deal. Rip the Archidon. And Project Empires has his Spearton, and then he garrisoned it again. Kringles, however, he's got another Shadow Wrath. He's coming back in to harass and be a little silly goose about it. He's moving up and down, dodging castle archer shots, doing all that beta exploitation. He just reflected about 20 million minor hits in fast forward mode. And here comes the Q-Chew. Rolling in. I would say rolling in hot, but he's actually staying frosty. And at this point, Kringles, he doesn't even need to really make more miners, because they're almost at the point where that first mine's gone, and they're going to be moving on to that last one anyway. Project Empires has amassed a small army of his own in the garrison. He's got some Mercs, he's got some Archidons, he's got some Speartons. Unfortunately, the Mercs aren't really projectile-bearing anything right now. They're just kind of chilling behind and letting everything get shot with archers, but that's okay. The Kringles Q-Chew plays are off the charts. He's just doing damage and using the projectile barrier to get away with it. He's even going inside the Merric's personal bubble and harassing him, which is kind of messed up. He may have even used the volley, for all I know. There's just so much going on, you can't even really tell. But one thing's for certain, everything Project Empires had, he does not have anymore. Project Empires is still gonna engage in combat. He's gonna get smacked real hard, and he's gonna back away. That was a very positive exchange for Kringles. I mean, it's kind of hard to not have a positive exchange at that point. There we go. We saw the Q-Chew volley going after the statue. So eventually, if he really wanted to, he could volley the statue to death or something like that. Kringles does need to be careful because his Q-Chew is low HP, and there's no way to heal it, and the enemy's got burned. So you got to be careful when your enemy's got burned. You can get screwed a lot harder than you need it to be. Here comes the volley. Let's see if it finds its targets. It... Sort of? It hit the statue once, I think. But yeah, you don't want to lose the Q-Chew. Just garrison him. You're up so much, you know? There's no reason to not just re-heal everyone. Try again. Or at least, like, attack. Because you are being held up by a singular Archidon. And you have... how many Archidons? More than one. That's all I gotta say on that. Come on, Kringles. You need to grow some cojones, man. Swordbath gonna do stylish push-up. Kringles just gonna keep shooting across the map for the whole game. Because that's what user control lets you do, I guess. And then here comes the exchange. I didn't think he would do it, but the madman had pressed attack. And lots of things are getting wrecked. I see a lot of black and not a whole lot of red. And that is because Project Empires has lost everyone. And Kringles just absolutely decimates his statue, and he picks up the victory. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.